Hey everybody, today's video is an elaboration on a YouTube reply that I made to Jordan Elizabeth's question. If you have a single judge interview with a few judges every few minutes, what do you do if they ask the same question? Answer it the same or give variety? Now this is a great question. Every time I have been a judge on a speed dating style interview in which I get one-on-one time with each contestant, but just shorter, I love to reuse the same questions. That's because reusing the same questions does more than the trick. The question doesn't matter at the end of the day. All that matters is that I'm inviting the contestant to have a conversation with me. I want to develop an impression of how warm she is, how confident she is, and how her ability to do the job is. So much of pageants is your communication style and your ability to lead and your ability to tell a story. So in interviews, I'm always using the same question because it's too much mental effort to come up with multiple types of questions. I don't get rewarded for it if I come up with a good question. Like the simple ones, why are you here? Tell me about yourself. Why should we choose you? Like those are good questions because you can get all sorts of different answers and you can get so much about a contestant just by asking that question. So it's actually very common for judges to ask the same types of question. Now to actually answer the question that Jordan left, is it okay to answer it differently each time? Should I answer it the same way? It depends on the question. If the question is open-ended, like a why are you competing? It's absolutely okay to answer with some variety. That's because your reasons for competing are probably various. You probably don't just have one reason. It might be that you want to make new friends, you want to challenge yourself, you want to see if you can do better than the year before. Every single one of those anecdotes and those bullet points you can focus on in a different way with every judge. So with one judge, if they ask you why are you competing, you can focus on the skill building element. And with another judge, if they ask you the same question, why are you competing, you can also focus on the fact that you've done a lot with your platform and you like that the organization has given you a chance to really grow something you care about. So if you're asked a question that is open-ended, absolutely feel free to delve into different anecdotes. But if you're asked a question that is a little bit more narrow and focused, such as, why did you choose to major in this? Or what led to your decision to make this your career ambition? You're not gonna have too many different answers, so I would just stick to one. In these speed dating style interviews, judges see so many contestants, it becomes a blur. Judges aren't necessarily going to remember what you say. They're going to remember how you said it and how you made them feel, the impression that you left, but they're not going to remember the specific details and the anecdotes that you share. So don't stress out about having to, repeat yourself or having to keep it all consistent. Judges generally do not compare notes and they rarely say, oh, she gave you an answer for this. Oh, well, she gave me a different answer. Oh, she must be lying. Like judges will rarely do that. The only time they compare answers is if two judges asked by a miracle the same type of question and both times your answer was memorable in a good or a bad way. So judges aren't trying to catch you in a lie or anything, but there are some extenuating circumstances when judges will remember the content of your answer, and that is if your answer impresses them in a really positive way and they're like, wow, maybe they are, feeling clever for having come up with a really hard question and you knocked it out of the park. Sure, that judge will probably speak highly of you to the other judges and say, she's really smart. But chances are that type of contestant will also have impressed all of the other judges in their own way. So it's not really about the question that was asked. It was about her ability to convey warmth, confidence, and positive energy in her answer. But on the flip side, the opposite is also true. If a judge asks a question and the contestant either didn't understand the question and answered it in a really weird way, or maybe she was disrespectful, maybe she was just plain wrong and, didn't have any clue, yeah, that judge will probably also go back to the other panelists and say, oh wow, this chick really doesn't know her stuff. We cannot crown her. Again, judges aren't supposed to talk, but they kind of do. So in summary, it's okay to answer the same question in multiple ways as long as they are all true and authentic. Judges are not trying to catch you in a lie. They rarely talk amongst each other about the content of your answer unless it was particularly good or particularly bad. Questions at the end of the day don't really matter that much because Questions are only but invitations to get the contestant projecting her natural warmth and her energy and confidence. That's why you get so many repeat questions, because a good question will get any contestant talking and projecting those qualities. Those judges are looking for someone who can project those qualities with any type of question. All right, so do your practice. And if you have any other questions, please leave it in a YouTube comment below. Give this video a like, and I will take a look and I will consider making a video addressing it. Thank you for your time. Please take a look at my other videos right here.